Nuria, you have spoken about this. You have said how much of an issue it is for a woman in Islam or in a lot of these Muslim countries to divorce, or as they say, get a divorce from her husband, because women are not allowed to divorce their husbands. You've lived through it, you've spoken at length about it. Just briefly tell us, how problematic is this concept of divorce for a woman in Islam? Just briefly tell us.
The major issue at play is that unless you are a country that's been more progressive in their approach to Sharia and introduced the court-based khulla, which gives the woman almost like a loophole, which Sharia in itself, in its bare like laws, does not give women authority to do. So effectively, the issue is that it's a unilateral right that only men enjoy, and that very right is given in the Quran. So there's no really you can't dance around that.
So as a result of that, obviously women suffer. They are forced to remain in loveless or troubled marriages, or they just have to live in it. There's no way out for them. In the West, for example, a lot of these Western women, they wouldn't even be able to comprehend that. For example, a lot of men are scared that, oh, my wife is going to leave me. A Muslim man doesn't have that fear, because where's she going to go? Because in order for her to get away from him, or even if she runs away from him, even then she would not be able to marry someone, because that would be considered a zina unless she has been legally granted a divorce by her husband. So this is a whole system of suppression of women's freedom and liberty. So this is a huge problem. Some Muslim countries have tried to get out of that problem by giving this clause that Nuria mentioned, is called khulla, that a woman can appear in court and ask the magistrate to force her husband to give her the divorce that she's looking for.
And there has to be reasons to that it has to meet a certain threshold that is subjectively, according to the judge, thinks is worthwhile to dissolve a marriage. But yeah,
she can't say that, I don't like his face anymore, I'm not in love with him anymore. She can't say that.
He leaves the bathroom toilet seat up, Your Honor, every day. He doesn't take the bins out. No.
So in the West, we have these no-fault basis marriages. This is a union of two consenting adults.
No fault divorces, not marriages. That would be funny. I wish they had those, because mine definitely wasn't my fault.
Right. So if two consenting adults don't want to be with each other, that's fine. Yeah, you know what? Screw you. Okay. Sorry, honey. Goodbye. I don't want to see you again. You don't want to see me again? All good. But that's not how it works in Islam. And then people like Kikachu, they present that as a strong point of Islam, that, Islam focuses on these family systems that the West is lacking, and therefore, the West is going downhill and Islam is going up. No, Islam is not going up. Islam is just, people are making more babies, and even then they're making less and less babies as they become more economically prosperous. So a Muslim woman came up with an ingenious way to bypass all these rules and restrictions around getting a divorce. So in Islam, obviously, they're called mujaddids. They do ijtihad, meaning they give a new ruling if something else comes around. So with the advent of telephones and internet and all that, so people could now get married over the phone or on the internet or over Skype. All you have to do is recite some Quranic verses and say, yes, I accept you as my husband. I accept you as my husband. I accept you as my husband. So that is considered, you don't have to be in the same city. That is considered, okay, done. I now pronounce you husband and wife. So men can also divorce their wives over Skype, over telephone, even over a letter. I think they can do it. I don't think they can do it over a letter, but they can do it in person. If you were my wife, I could say, I'm done with you. I'm in a different country or whatever. I don't want to face you. I'm like, okay, you know what? I divorce you. So Muslim cleric said, okay, that's fine. You have to respect that. So Muslim woman came up with an ingenious idea to bypass all these rules and these restrictions around getting a divorce. Have a look at this. She came up with an idea. She went to her husband's phone and she messaged herself and she said, I divorce you, I divorce you, I divorce you. And guess what?
Girl. Yes, that's the strategy.
Islamically, they have to respect it. It's done. Because Now her husband will have to prove that no, I didn't do it. She did it herself. She's like, nope, I've done it. If you don't respect it, then the cleric is basically officiating zina. He's legalizing zina between the two, because what if the husband did send those text messages? Then you are forcing them to commit sin. So all you Muslim women out there who are struggling to get a divorce, go to his phone, send him a text, send yourself a text message and say, I divorce you, I divorce you, I divorce you. That's it. You're free. Teach them a lesson.
Yeah, that was very ingenious. I'm glad she did that. Obviously, because then I don't know how that would it would just become like a he said, she said situation in terms of who sent the message. But honestly, especially if you don't really care about the court aspect and stuff, like for your sometimes as a Muslim woman who just wants to get out and you just need to hear the word talaq just so you can take that next step in life. All you need is to technically Islamically be free, and as Hara said, like that's enough 3 times. Yeah, you've I mean, I think if you've cheated your way out of it like that, she's obviously been in a situation where we know, even in my case, men just withhold divorce. They refuse to divorce you, and that can just keep you trapped for so long. But yeah, the advent of technology and these new rulings that you can get married and get divorced over text is kind of changing the game for how things run. I think we're going to see so many more of these kind of stories where couples have just ended up having their marriage done. But like Imran Khan divorced Rehan Khan over text message as well 3 times. It was as simple as that. Like, so yeah, this is going to be used and abused and used for the right reasons and used for the wrong reasons.
We need that.
Exactly, 100%. I mean, if it's, I think anything that's getting women out of, as you said, the level of subjugation, not only that, but the level of control and domineering that they are under, whether technology can come to their aid and be a little lifeline out, sure. I say, yeah, hells yeah.
If you like my video and would like to support my channel, then you can be my patron by going to patreon.com/xmuslim, or you can simply buy me a coffee.